Dreamy Pisces, I'm back to do my part 2. So I went through my Reiki class today, and it was pretty awesome. It was a 2-hour course. Learned a little bit about the history of Reiki. And honestly, I feel like I had already done, did research about it. I had read a book. I didn't finish the book, but I had started the book. And I had, watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I had experienced a Reiki session before. And honestly, after I went through, when I went through my Reiki session, when I left, I did feel different. I did feel lighter. I felt inspired. I felt, a little lightheaded too, actually. But I found out today that when you go through these Reiki sessions, you can feel all types of things. You can feel nauseated, you can feel like you have to go to the bathroom. You might have pains that are, blockages within us, energy blockages that need to come out, or, our chakra systems, these energy forces within us need to be balanced. And we really all have that ability to create this energy healing within one another. But like I said in my first part of my video, it's about if you're open to doing this, if your spirit is guiding you, to do it, you can do it. And, you don't have to be, a special type of person or anything like that. Anybody can do it. But I do feel that, the more spiritually and more spiritually developed you are, the more in tune you are with your spirit and with your heart being open, the stronger your healing abilities will be able to be. And I was told that, some people are able to see people's auras. You can, see things in your mind's eye when you're going through the process of healing someone, which I look forward to that. I definitely know that you can feel sensations in your hands, because I felt that myself when I get, do movements. I don't know exactly how to do Tai Chi exactly, but I do know how to move my own arms, however way my own spirit leads me to do. And I can literally feel the energy pulsating through my fingers and through my arms. And I think that we do feel these things, but we ignore them, because it's just, we're not taught to think and to realize that this is the energy flowing through our body. So, but I have definitely felt that before. I've laid hands on my own body before, laying in bed. And like, for instance, when I got to, down to my abdomen area and I had my hand there, I could feel something inside of my abdomen twisting. And it was kind of an uncomfortable feeling, but I, very well could have some sort of a blockage in there that was trying to just work itself out. So basically I have made it through Reiki 1. I'm able to provide Reiki to myself, and I found out how to do the hand placements. And I went through an attunement process where she put these symbols in me. And I will go back in about, 21 days to Reiki 2 and, work on becoming certified so I can actually create, my own practice, my own healing practice, to get certified so that I can do this and make this a part of the big picture of what I'm trying to do. My long-term goal is to have a wellness center. I want to have a wellness center where people can come to exercise, do yoga, get healing, get knowledge, just a place of holistic medicine, a place where I can sell my jewelry, a place that people can just be inspired to live their best life. And because it's all about just spreading this love, not spreading this hate, not spreading this negativity. And I know that I grew up with, I try so much not to talk about my personal issues of growing up with my family, because I know if they were ever to see my videos, they may, become angry at me, even though I'm just telling the truth. It's all just the truth. But I grew up in a household with a very aggressive, negative mother and a very passive father. Some people would say that, growing up in that type of household, it's you have a narcissistic mother, basically not encouraging, not loving, no hugs, no kisses, no nothing. But she will take the time to tell you when you're wrong, or when she disapproves of what you're doing, or give you the evil eye. I grew up, like when they talk about the curse of the evil eye, I grew up with the curse of the evil eye. Imagine walking into the house and your mother is sitting on the couch like a watchdog, like I used to call her the warden, just staring at you, evil, just mad. And it's like, damn, how you wake up mad? Why you mad for? And I grew up with a very, very, very low self-esteem. Very low self-esteem, because I always felt that I was wrong. I always felt that something was wrong with me. And I hated myself. I hated myself because I felt like I was just not good enough. I was not worthy. And so because I did not receive affection, my father was very affectionate. He was like, oh, you're doing a good job, but he was always just, happy-go-lucky. But I feel like almost to a fault, because it's kind of enabling, because, stuff isn't always good. You have to keep it real. But it's not always bad either. So I pretty much have a parent that's, negative, and, and then you have another parent that is really positive, but they don't allow themselves to feel anything negative. And that's also because of their upbringing. You try to bring an issue to your parents, and you have one that says, oh, everything's gonna be okay, honey. You're doing a good job, honey. And then you got another parent that's like, why would you want to do that? Da, 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 da. Like, I'll just give you an example. Hanging out with my girlfriend, I go over to her house, and my mom said, you're wearing your welcome out. You can't keep going over there. And I said, what are you talking about? Her family, they love me. So what does that mean? They don't love me? So you're going to tell me they don't love me? That is hurtful. You can't do that to children. We shouldn't do that to children to break their spirit, because you end up with broken children. They turn into broken teenagers, and then they're broken adults. And it's not right. And I don't like it, and I don't appreciate it. So before, I never had a voice. I could never speak up for myself. I would always hold it in, because I was like, I don't want her to be mad at me. I don't want her to be mad. I don't want her to be disappointed. But I'm going to tell you, it's some people, no matter what you do, they're always going to be disappointed. Because there's nothing that you can do right, but it's an inner issue. But children will take that on within themselves, that it's something wrong with them, that they are bad. Mom is mad at me because it's me, or dad is upset with me because it's me. No, mom and dad have got their own issues, and they don't know how to deal with their own self, and they project their anger onto the children. And it's not fair, and it's not right, and it pisses me off, and it makes me cuss. It really make me cuss, because it hurts. But with the healing journey, you begin to realize that it's not me, it's the other person. But it's still hard when you have that glaring, evil, just this, I'm mad all the time. And then, I've spoken with my mother. She said, oh, it wasn't you. I was mad at your father. But it was still projected on me. And, children internalize things. And they feel like it is them. So we have to be very careful with our kids. We have to be very careful with what we project to our children. I have to be careful, too, because I sometimes can see myself acting like my mom. And I don't want to hurt my kids. So I constantly am, not being like my dad either. I have to find a balance where I let my kids know that I love them. And, I have their back. But if they're doing something retarded, or they're doing something, I shouldn't say retarded, but if they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, those things need to be addressed. We can't sweep stuff under the carpet just to save face. Can't sweep stuff under the carpet just to continue to, everything's good and it ain't. Because that's living a lie. And I'm not going to live a lie. And my kids are not going to live a lie. We deal with truth, honesty, and transparency. So if you're doing wrong, I'll address you, but I'm still going to love you no matter what. I'm going to continue to love you. And a lot of parents are missing that old school, do as I say, not as I do. Nope. That's old school, and we're not dealing with old school no more. We're revamping our life. We're shedding our layers. And I really feel like the Reiki is going to help me to continue to dig deep into my heart so I can shed these layers, so I can help other people to shed their layers. So that's pretty much what happened today. Reiki 1 completed. I'm going to continue on. I will do a video in the future, and probably in the next half of a month or so, whenever I go back to my second class, and I'm going to be certified. And I'm going to continue to reach my goals no matter who or what tries to stop me or deter me, or whether they don't understand, or whether they think it's demonic or whatever. But it's okay. You know, in the Christian religion, they talk about laying hands, but that's okay. But when we're talking about something like Reiki, you know, all this dogma and stuff has us all jacked up. And it's all a bunch of lies, and it's fear factor, and I can't deal with the fear factor. So that's it. That's my story. If you can relate, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. I know I talked a lot about my parents, but it is all about healing. This is just verbally healing. Peace and love.